Welcome to the We Out Here
MMA show podcast.
We got water, we got liquid, we got coffee. Show off what you're drinking. I got a coffee. Nick, what do you have in your hand?
It's liquid IV.
Liquid IV. Alex, what do you got? You look like a Target shopping center.
I got wipe, and I got hand sanitizer, and I got peas, liquid IV. Use Tiger Belly at checkout to get 10% off.
Yeah, welcome to We Out Here MMA, not podcast but show, but now podcast. Also, that promo code may or may not work at Target, but you know what? Give it a shot. Call a manager and ask about it. See what happens. See how embarrassed you get at the store when you say, "Can I use the We Out Here promo code on my $300 purchase?" See what happens.
No,
Guys,
I said Tiger Belly. What are you talking about?
Oh, we were trying to promote We Out Here though.
Oh, okay.
The guy making that sound to the top left, in my perspective, is one of my husbands. His name is Alec Acosta. Below, wearing the tank top because he misses Hawaii so much. Guys, that's Nick, the ear, Dunsford.
Dunsford.
Do you like Dunsford? You like Dunsford, right?
I don't know what that is, but I'll say yes.
He said yes, and I am.
He said yes.
He said yes. And my name is Gilbert. Guys, wow, what a show, because we're doing a show at 12:37 p.m. in the middle of the day, which is unheard of. Unheard of.
I like it, though.
Things are changing here at the We Out Here. The closer we get to 10 a.m. shows, which means you guys are going to get a live show pretty soon. This is all going to be live. But
Oh, wow.
we have to see what happens with UFC's stock, if it drops or it falls.
And look how
I just bought
different it
some.
is.
I bought some.
Nick literally put something in his background, bro.
What does it
Yeah,
even
that
say?
wasn't
Is
it.
that real?
Yeah, that's not even
It's just
intentional.
scribbles.
That's my to-do list.
Look how
That's-
nervous he
that's-
got. He covered
That's my
it.
to-do list.
What is it? Read the top four for real. Come on.
Script videos for ebook.
Nice.
Script 5 videos for Academy.
Okay.
Write script for IG post.
All right.
We Out Here show notes. That's crossed out because I did that already.
And what about the one after?
And then website notes revision.
No, what I
Great.
hey, wanna know
That's
what I
it.
hate?
Isn't that fucking amazing? Great list.
Wanna know what I hate that I just did? So you know, like when people count and they're like listing shit off and they go like this, but then
Yeah.
they start with their thumb for one.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
don't do
bruh, that shit makes
Don't do
me
that.
so mad, bruh.
People do that? Wait,
They're
what do
like
you guys do?
1, 2. I was like, I just go 1, like 2. They go like this one.
I'd like 3 beers.
Or they're like, hey, I
3
got
beers.
2. I got 2. I'm like, bro, it's this. Like, quit
No,
tripping.
I like this full 5-1 and slap Andre Glaval, and that is Ryan Gordon. Shout out to
Oh.
Ryan Gordon.
Ryan Gordon, you said, huh?
Is he on PEDs?
Yes.
Gordon Ryan, but not Ryan Gordon, not Gordon Ryan. Ryan Gordon's on PEDs.
Ryan Gordon is on PDs. Gordon Ryan, clean as a whistle, bro.
Got it. He's in Puerto Rico. Shout out to him.
Shout out
All
to
right,
Gordon Ryan.
guys,
You listen to the
we-
podcast
Which one?
with Joe Rogan? He was on Joe Rogan's podcast. You listen to it?
Hey, if it ain't on YouTube, I don't listen. That's what I'm
Ooh,
saying.
shots fired. Spotify.
Shot
Do better.
fired.
Let me blow it up on my TV. Let me use the Spotify app and watch
go.
podcasts on my TV.
You can't.
We can't do that yet? Come on, Spotify. What's going on?
There we go, guys. That was Nick's
my hot
rant
take
for
for
the
the
day. A Nick rant. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes we just listen. You know.
And also, Keith Peterson, I'm still coming, baby. I'm still coming to jack you up.
Jack you up, baby.
I can't believe you posted that. It was so.
That was great.
You bleeped his name out too. Made it so weird.
Yeah, because then that made people come to see who we were talking
Ooh,
about.
look at that
Man,
play
this
words. He
guy's
said
a
come. He said
social
come to
media
see. Come. All right, guys, welcome to our fight recap. No cap with Jiri Prochazka versus Dominic. Lost me $100 because of Alex Reyes. So let's start with the main event, guys. That was pretty exciting for a free fight. I feel like the card itself a little slow leading up to it, but man, what a main event. I believe, Alex, you had Reyes, right? Nick, we both had Jiri because of his weird, unorthodox striking.
No, it was the
Jiri-
hair. It was mostly the hair. But yeah.
Bro, I would have 100% picked him way faster last week if I knew about the hair choice. Didn't know about the
I didn't
hair
even know
choice.
that was going to be a thing. But I didn't even know that would be legal by the commission standpoint because
I think it is legal because he had to tape it, right?
yeah, but it was crazy. Like it was literally like 6 to midnight.
He was a javelin.
It was a javelin.
It was
Yeah,
a
like that shit-
javelin.
Like that was a secure handle, you know?
It was wild. Yuri, guys, won with a wild spinning elbow to the dome. And then Reyes, not only did he go down, he went down like you do at UFC EA4.
Early stoppage.
He just, fine.
His
You know
thumb was
what?
up,
We'll
dude.
get into it. Alex, why was it early stoppage?
Because as he was falling like this, his thumb was up the whole time.
And then he woke up, then went back to sleep.
Yeah,
You gotta do something about these
He
refs,
just laid
bro.
there.
Like, they're just-
Well, he heard the ref. He heard the ref called it, so he just laid there. You know, he's like, "All right, that hurt. Let me just recover real quick." But
Yeah. I will say this: Reyes didn't look bad. I feel
looked
bad for him.
good.
He looked good. He looked crisp, but it's hard to be super crisp and clean and technical when some other guy is just wild. And that hair was so distracting. What a good game plan.
it was a good fight. It was really, really.
Yeah,
it was
close.
back and forth. I remember watching it. I was with a couple of my friends because one of my friends came into town, and I was watching it at her dinner table, and I just the whole time I'm like, oh, fuck! Like it was pretty back and forth, and that elbow was fucking nasty, dude. I thought Dom was gonna go out a lot faster. I was surprised he lasted, and then even Yuri, I mean, it showed that he has a chin because Dom hit him with some bombs too, and I was like, God damn. But what I was thinking, I always feel weird because like in a fight like that, right? It's like back and forth, and they both get like beat up, and then Dom loses, but then he gets the bonus. So it's like I wonder how they feel afterwards, right? Because it's like, damn, I just got knocked out and lost, but they gave me an extra $50,000, you know? So it's like, I'm like, damn, that sucks. I feel bad for Dom. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Because like that's like 3 fights in a row now. And obviously this was a good showing, even though he got knocked out. Obviously, they appreciated the fight. So it's kind of just like, it's a bummer. But Yuri looked good. I mean, he impressed me. He only had one fight before this against Volkan Oezdemir. So I didn't really like think that, you know, Dom has way more experience and high level experience, but obviously this shows that guy's ready for the top.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like Yuri's been obviously training and basically he's almost late 20s, so he's been training and fighting in other leagues, kind of killing it there. So Nick, what do you think? Do you think Yuri for title shot? I mean, he's got 2 wins over 2 top 10 guys in the UFC that were both fought for the title. He knocked them both out. Do you see him for title next or what?
I think so, man. Like, he's so exciting. Like, how exciting was that whole fight? I was watching it with Tiff, and the whole time we were like cringing because we knew something was gonna happen. Like,
Those are the best fights.
it was so stressful to watch. Like at one point, Tiff had to like turn away because she couldn't bear to see what was gonna happen. Because at any moment in time, it felt like both those guys could have got knocked out. Remember, Dom had him. He like up kicked him, and he like fell on top of him in a side mount. Like that was so crazy. So
was that? Did you think that was a knockdown? Like, did he?
It looked like
or did he?
like
This is weird style, just flopping.
He looked like he got hurt by that.
Same.
You know what I mean? Like he looked like he fucking stumbled and just happened to fall into side mount. But that whole fight was fucking insane. And even the finish, like it was so brutal to watch, and it was so like that fight was so violent. Like I don't remember watching a fight in a really long time where I'm just like, oh fuck, like I'm cringing because like and they're big boys, they're hitting fucking hard, and you could hear the shots. There's no crowd. Imagine that if that was in front of a crowd, by the way, that would have been insane. And I think anytime you have a guy like Yuri who just showed that, like, all right, this guy's a fucking wild card. He could strike very well. He has a phenomenal pace, very unorthodox, throws a plethora of strikes. So, man, I feel like it's really hard to not want to see him fight for the title. And even Jan is calling him out, saying, yo, let's do this. Let's fight. You know, so if you get the champ calling you out to fight, and I think isn't he lined up with Glover already?
Yeah, so Yuri would get the winner of Glover and Jan.
Yeah, so the fact that he's already calling him out while he's scheduled to fight Glover is pretty crazy. That means he impressed some people. But I feel like having Yuri fight for the title is a no-brainer because now the light heavyweight division just got a little more exciting because you saw a guy like Yuri come out. Yeah,
it's a guy like Yuri and also even Jan makes me go like, man, John, if you just you could have just taken a year off and then you got some really dope challengers. Like, I wanted to see them fight John. Alex, just really quickly, what happens with Reyes? I mean, 3-fight losing streak, obviously against like the top of competition.
Yeah, best.
What happens now? Is it a camp change? Is it a sit down, just chill, stop trying to fight, and then come back? What do you think?
No, I think maybe just chill. I mean, he chilled for a long time after the Jan fight. I felt
That's
like
true.
right. He took a long time off, but I mean, that one was more of like that one was a TKO, right? Like he got his nose broken, and Jan put it on him. This one, I mean, he got knocked out like actual cold. So I think maybe he probably needs to he needs to take some time off. Maybe like 6 months or some shit. But I mean, he did fight for the title, and he gave like John one of the toughest fights that John has had compared to, or aside from like Alexander Gustafsson, right? So I think there's people that he can fight when he gets back. I hope they don't cut him because that is 3 in a row. But I mean, they just gave him a bonus. Obviously, he's still exciting. So, but I think like when he comes back, like he can either fight like Anthony Smith or Thiago Santos. I think those 2 fights are good ones for him. Thiago Santos is on a 2-fight losing streak, so that's a good fight to put them against. Or Anthony Smith when he does come back. But
That's a good one.
He didn't only get knocked out. He was getting pretty like beat up. Like his eye was all swollen and shit like that. So I don't know. It's a bummer. But I think there is fights for him there. It's just I think he should probably take some time off after that knockout, because that one was like he got knocked out. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll see the Erie and whoever the winner of Glover and Blachowicz fight. Hopefully this year. I think we'll see it probably, right? Fall.
That's why I was going like this, because all I'm saying is Glover deserves that shot before anybody. So as long as they don't take it away from Glover, I'm cool. He fights the winner, but Glover needs to fight for the title.
Let's take it away from him. Let's take it away from Glover. I say, you know what? Fuck that, Alex. We're taking your Glover has no hair. He has no hair. And
I will say this: Erie's definitely a character that can definitely blossom.
Dude. That guy's fucking crazy.
He's got definitely.
I know, but Glover deserves it, bro. He beat everybody already again.
You know what?
He's a hard fight for Jan. That is a hard fight for Jan.
You know what? Who deserves stuff are the Georgians from Georgia that were celebrating their wins and also celebrating their Orthodox Easter Christianity was on full display afterwards. Guys, we're going to talk really quick about Giga and Merab. I think Merab was on a 6-fight win streak now after he beat Cody Stamann. Who do you guys, really quick matchmaker, who do you like for him?
For Merab?
Merab first, yeah.
So I just saw, before we talk about that, I saw a really funny meme talking about how there was a picture of Merab saying after his post-fight interview, and they were like, it looks like he was wearing the black head thing, right? And they were saying he's the perfect blend of Justin Gaethje and Khabib. And the more you look at it, the more you realize like, oh shit, they kind of do look alike.
He does look like 2 white guys, yeah.
Mixed into one.
Khabib's not white, okay?
Yeah,
he's Dagestani.
He's Russian, bro.
Dagestani. Don't say Russian. They don't like that.
Oh yeah, you're right. Dagestani. Merab. I don't know who. I honestly would have kind of wanted to see Merab fight Sean O'Malley. That's what I wanted to see.
Oh, so I'd
rather see that.
You just want Sean O'Malley not to have a win.
No. You got to see if his ground game is legit against.
He can win that fight.
Merab.
Sean O'Malley can win that fight.
I think they're both it's winnable. I think it's like a 50-50 for that fight. 50-50. Or you know what? I think you do Merab versus. Well, all these guys are all tied up. I think Merab versus Pedro.
Yeah, I say just give him a bigger name. I just want him to have a look at another bigger name. Give him another main card. Alex, what do you think? Really quick.
All right, Merab. It's either versus Frankie Edgar or Marlon Moraes.
Aren't they all teammates?
No, I don't think so. No,
they all train at. Oh wait, no.
Marlon Moraes went to AKA with Edson Barboza. Frank Edgar is still with Frank Edgar is still with Mark Henry. And Merab is with Sarah Longo, but now he's in Vegas with Aljo.
Oh, really?
Is it still Sarah Longo or is it just Longo?
Longo Sarah.
I think it's Long Sarah.
Long Sarah.
I love
Long Sarah. Dean Thomas.
Sarah. Let's talk about his countryman, Giga. Dude, heart was broken because I've been following a lot of the Cub up, like a lot of the promotional stuff up to this point, like just reflecting on his career and some of these videos. Like, wow, this guy's always good at making a comeback, but damn, Giga, liver kick, shut down, game over. Alex, we'll start with you first. Giga, I believe he called out Max Holloway, and he said if he doesn't get Max Holloway, he wants Calvin Kattar. Do you like any of those choices?
I like Giga. I thought Cub was gonna pull it off. That body kick was pretty nasty, and he looked so much bigger than Cub. Like when they were fighting, I was like, damn, he looks big. But Max Holloway, you're out of your mind if you think that you deserve Max Holloway after that. And even I know, but even Calvin Kattar, you're kind of out of your mind thinking.
You think even Calvin Kattar's out of my?
I think
he's 14.
Calvin Kattar,
Cub was 15. I mean, that's like maybe like a Sadiq, you know, or Bryce Mitchell or some shit like that.
Wait.
Someone like a little higher up than him.
But isn't
like
Giga,
all the way to the top?
But at some point you got to make the jump. They got to throw someone in there.
I know, but that's just like first person that he beat in the top 15, and it was number 15. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, he needs.
But here's why I think it's warranted. The dude's been fighting in the UFC since 2019. He fought 4 times in 2020, and he's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-0 in the UFC. Yeah. I think that's pretty dope.
I know, but here, this is all I'm gonna say. Okay, obviously he's really good, but like he got a finish this fight, a finish that other fight, but the other last fights were not boring, but they were like, you know, just kind of like very slow and technical, right? So that's why it's like, you know, that's why I feel like he hasn't been getting those bigger names. This was like his first big win, but I mean, for me, it's like Cub Swanson is an older Cub Swanson, right? And he's ranked number 15. I mean, I feel like to fight Calvin Kattar and like Max Holloway and shit, bro, you need to do a little bit more work, because I feel like Sadiq, Shane Burrows, all those people probably deserve Max Holloway or Calvin Kattar, which Danny already did, but they deserve those people before, you know, Giga do. Giga, like, the whole thing is if Giga fights one more person in like the top like 15 or 10, he wins that, then it's easier. But that was like his first win up there. His last fight was a short notice fight that was like on like 5 days, and then so I think he's really good, but I want to see him fight someone else before he gets the Calvin Kattar or Max. Definitely not Max Holloway. That's like that's ludicrous, bro.
Nick, play matchmaker. Give me what you think is the path forward for Giga, because I like him.
I think him and Burrows would be a good fight. Shane Burrows would be a good fight. I think that's the level he should crack at least the top 10, or even Sadiq Youssef, because even though Sadiq Youssef just fought Arnold Allen, I don't feel like his stock goes down anyway in that fight. If anything, they both showed how fucking good they are. But, you know, I'm not mad at Calvin Kattar at that fight. I think it'd be a good fight for him. But Calvin Kattar probably wouldn't take that fight, because he's like, dude, you're number 14, you know, and he needs to get back. He needs to at least fight someone in the top 10. Sure. But I think Sadiq Youssef and Giga would be a good fight at the very least, or Burrows.
Yeah, you know what I like for that one, actually? I wouldn't even mind a Dan Ige just for the striking. I feel like that would be fun.
Ooh, hey, but Dan Ige and TKZ, baby.
Yeah,
it's not Chang Sun Jun. His name is legally the Korean Zombie, so get it right.
Yeah, get it right, bro.
Imagine that. What do you think, like, when he talks to his wife and she's like, hey, Chang, he's like, excuse me, it's the Korean Zombie.
Woman. Excuse me, woman. That's what he says.
It's the Korean Zombie. So
you guys are hitting real cultural notes with the Korean dynamic.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And he goes, what?
Oh, hey, man. Whoa, don't assume those things just because you're Singaporean and you guys are sexually fluid. Racist can.
Am I sexually fluid?
Yeah. Look at your traps. They're huge.
No, they're not.
Ooh.
Look at Alex's traps.
You can see him through the shirt, kind of.
They say the bigger your traps, the more sexually fluid you are.
When he flexed them, the camera had an autofocus because it was like, what is this new? Oh shit! It's like starting to change again. See, look, it's changing. The camera's changing.
The autofocus is like freaking out. It's
like, whoa, what the fuck?
Okay, fine. If not that, I would give him. I like a Josh Emmett at 6, or you know what, striker versus grappler, or actually, he's fucking. Striker versus grappler, Bryce Mitchell, but Bryce Mitchell would tap him out immediately. Anyway,
Arnold Allen. You know,
Arnold Allen, but it's just not a fun.
Just for me, Calvin Kattar or Max Holloway is a little too high, too soon. I think he needs to win one more.
Okay, Max Holloway's number 1. Like, yeah, I didn't even realize how high he was. He's number 1.
You know what?
Yeah,
give him. Since you guys both don't like this guy, let Giga execute number 4. Who do you think number 4 is?
The Korean Zombie.
Yair.
Oh,
Yair's number 3 on mine.
Oh, I have him as number.
Wait, hold on.
3. He is
How
number
does that
3.
make any sense, bro?
Because he's from Arizona, and people from Arizona get all the good luck.
I mean, he did get lucky on that Korean zombie fight. So
Hey, but also though, I just realized everyone in the ranking went up because they took out Zhabit.
oh, that's right. Oh, they did take Zhabit out.
So everything is all. That's why I was like, why is everybody
We'll get to
going
that.
up
We'll get that in a bit because I'm curious. You guys' thought on that. Alex, do you want to say something really quick?
Yeah, that's so. Cub wasn't even ranked then.
He's 15, I think. Oh yeah, he wasn't.
He wasn't even ranked then. See what I'm saying? Like, I think he needs one more fight. He needs to fight someone in the rankings. Then you can get those up fights. I didn't realize that.
That was our fight night with those 2 amazing heavyweights. A lot of great fights, other stories there. Did you guys want to shout out anything really quick before we move on to our morning news?
Illegal upkick. Do you guys see that?
Yes, that was illegal.
What did you guys think? Do you guys think that was a little fakery, or do you think that was legit?
I mean, I would say. I mean, it was interesting. She flew back with both arms. So I don't know.
My thing is this, okay? I mean, we've gone over this, like, right, with
way too
the
many
knee,
times.
like the knee with Darren Stewart, the knee with Aljo. Okay, those ones hit, and like they hit, but like, you know, the Darren Stewart one, I thought was like, it could have been a little bit, but this one, to me, bro, the thing that makes it seem weird to me is that when she got hit for a second, she looked like she was about to run back in. Yeah, but like she got hit and it looked like she was about to go into the guard. And I think that she realized, like, she saw the fighter's reaction and that she was like, oh yeah, she hit me illegally. Oh no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That one was a little weird. I'm not going to lie.
In my last MMA fight that I had, my very last one, I got illegally upkicked.
Did you do that?
I should have. I probably would have won if I did.
What did you do actually?
I just got hit, and then I just tried to finish. I tried to finish the fight.
Oh, you didn't even stop at all? The ref didn't even go like, yo.
No.
Interesting. That's what happens in combate.
It could have been hard, you know. I don't know. It looked like it moved her head, but just from her initial reaction when she got hit, like, you seen Aljo's reaction, immediately fell. Darren Stewart's immediately fell. Hers, like, quick. It looks like she was about to try and jump back in her guard, and then she drops down.
So do you think she should start doing more improv, or what do you think?
I think her and Aljo need to start working together so they can get the reactions better. There's
all these really funny memes of them, of Aljamain being very happy that he's like, that's my girl. She's learning from the best.
I love how you.
What do you think, Gilbert?
Yeah, from your actor expertise.
She probably booked the role. Because she gave a little bit of like, is it like what am I watching? She gave the audience a little bit of like, I don't know, and that's what you want. You don't want him to be like, oh, he's completely acting, or wait, he's not even acting, he's just being real right now. You want a little bit of mystery, and she did a great job. So I say give her a top 3 fighter next one.
Nice.
Top 3.
All right, Alex, hit me with it. Welcome to the We Out Here morning news. Almost the morning, not yet, but it's 12:59. Guys, we've got some great juicy stories. We're gonna spend some time on a couple of these topics, but first, let's keep it light. Let's keep it juicy. Let's keep it questionable. After her loss to Rose Namajunas, Zhang got a new haircut. Is this Zhang trolling, or is this her paying respects, or is this her believing in her, I don't know, Chinese mystic ways that she can absorb the power?
It can't just be mystic ways. It gotta be Chinese mystic ways, bro. Like,
bro, I've seen Raya, The Last Dragon.
I saw the funniest meme about all this. There was a meme. Like, there was a meme. It's like barber. What you want? It said, Weili, I just got knocked out by Rose, and the barber, say no more. That shit was funny.
For our audio listeners, right now I'm showing a photo of Zhang getting a haircut, and it's basically not a buzz cut, but it's definitely not.
It's an 8. She got an 8 all the way through.
She got an 8. She didn't even get a fade. It was just straight up 8.
It was an 8, bro.
All around. She liked that length, a little bit of length. What do you guys make of that?
I think she said it's easier. It's going to be easier for her to train. And that's why she probably lost the last fight. She spent so much of her training time fucking doing her hair and making sure it doesn't get in the way and shit. So I think we're going to see a different Zhang. And I think, if they were to do a rematch, I think we're going to see a different winner here. Because remember what happened to Rose when she shaved her head? She started smashing everybody, bro.
I'll say
she started winning.
She should have waited for this weekend's fight because I guarantee Zhang would have got the Yuri if she had just waited to watch this week's fights. Think about Zhang with just a giant ass tape ponytail. Game over.
That would have been pretty sick.
Alex, you were a barber until you lost one of your clients on the Zoom. What do you think about this cut?
Looks good.
Yeah. Looks good, says Alex. That's the barber I trust when he goes, looks good to that 8.
Oh, what else am I?
He's like,
I'm asking for real barber expertise in terms of what does it look like? Do you like the fade? Could have been a little cleaner? Are there missing
Honestly,
properties?
I think it probably would. I think it would have looked a little cooler if she went like shorter.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like she went like actual Rose style. I think she.
I feel like she looks like me, bro.
She kind of looks like Nick.
It's a bit Nickish, I'll say that much. Like if she walked into Nick's place and kissed Tiff would be like, "Oh, hey Nick," and walk away.
When I cut Nick's hair the last time, he's like, "Hey, I want an 8 on the top." So it's kind of like the same exact thing.
History repeats itself, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm starting to realize the hair that Alex is a fantastic barber, and Nick just doesn't know the kind of direction to give when he goes to the spots. That's what I'm starting to realize. Nick, when you go to your barber, what do you even say? Or do you point to a picture? Are you one of those guys?
No, Nick falls asleep in the chair while he's getting his haircut.
The amount of videos that my barber has of me falling asleep in the chair is insane. And I'm just like,
what can you say? Nick likes the touch of a man's hands as it vibrates.
It just feels nice. It's very soothing.
Guys, our next piece of news: Diego Sanchez released by the UFC, but it's not that simple. It wasn't he lost, or it wasn't he. They were just moving on. There was a lot involved with this, and it has to do with Voldemort, aka I don't know his last name. What is it?
Fabio.
Joshua Fabia.
Oh, Joshua Fabia.
Let's just get his name really bad. Like
let's call him Labia.
Yeah, Joshua Labia, dude. Wow, that's good. That's good.
I don't know. This guy's gonna text us a bunch if we.
Nah, because if we
let's get him on the show.
I think we could get him on the show.
We could. But then we have to edit this out, or he won't come on the show. We have to say praise. Okay, let's cut a promo of praises. Bro, that knife stuff that Joshua Fabia does with his fighters really teaches movement. What do you think, Nick?
Exactly. I think it does because, fighters are going to be used to seeing punches and kicks being thrown at them, but what gets them moving better than having a knife in front of them? You know what I mean? Because it's something that they're not used to. So I think he's pretty genius for what he's doing. Clown him now, but we'll see what everyone's going to do in the next 5 years. Yeah. Okay.
Alex, any other positive notes on Joshua?
Yeah, I wish I found him before I found Nick. Like I would have been training with him this whole time. Like
I got some knives, bro. I'll chase you around.
And you could have had you could have been cutting someone's hair every week, not once every 12 months.
Bro, okay. All right. All jokes aside, I want to talk about I heard something.
Well, let's tell the audience really quick just a generic rundown what happened. Basically, as you guys know, just look up Joshua Fabia's name and you'll get a plethora of news about him. He's basically Diego's manager / trainer / self-awareness coach. And he maybe life partner. The general idea of what is happening, I think what people are seeing is that it's one of those leeches that you would see attached to someone to get some clout. So it's a very like movie-esque in that sense, like how someone would latch on to a singer and then like suck them for all their money and for their clout. Yeah.
Selena.
Did I miss anything on that? Is that basically what Josh?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, go ahead, Alex.
No, so like I feel really bad for Diego. So Diego has me blocked on Instagram. Remember, I told you guys this a while back.
Diego Sanchez,
because
that's such a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Because when this first happened, like I commented on his pictures, I was like, man, I really love, because Diego's been around. He's an OG, right? Since I was first watching UFC. I was like, man, this is crazy because I love Diego, but I feel like you're getting taken advantage of. And then I got blocked by him. Or I might have got blocked by Joshua on his Instagram. I'm sure he has access to Diego's Instagram and does it. But this is how crazy this guy is to me. So unless I like misinterpreted what he was saying, he was on the Joe Schmo show, whatever the fuck it is. The guy that wears the glasses the Schmo. He started talking about, he's like, I've been 5 feet for my, like, since middle school. And basically what he was saying is,
I bet.
But basically what he said in that interview is because everybody else grows, that their body's always changing. So, they go through insecurities and stuff like that. Because he's been able to stay the same size, he's been in his body longer than everybody. So his mental, I'm like, bro, this guy is a fucking
That's kind of genius, bro.
Bro, he sounds like me giving a fight pick against you guys. It's just like bullshit.
This guy he is fucking crazy. What sucks though is that, Diego's sitting there staring at him the whole time when he's saying it, and you can just see in his eyes like, man, this guy is really bought into everything that this guy is saying.
Yeah.
It's sad at the same time, but that guy is a fucking lunatic, bro. It's insane to me. And then like some of the training shit that he's talking about, he has no experience. You go with his Instagram, you watch him with shit, you're like, bruh, what the fuck is going on here? It's insane. Sorry for cursing.
Who's the most self-aware trainer in the UFC today?
Trevor Whitman, he develops gloves.
No, wrong. Go ahead, Alex. You got one?
Joshua Fabia.
Thank you. That's it.
He's the most
He knows
aware.
his brand. Yeah, he knows his brand. He knows that he's been in his body for longer than any of you guys. Is he really only 5 feet tall? That's so crazy.
He's 5 feet.
The fact that no one's beat the shit out of him yet is fucking beyond me, dude. Like,
why would you want
guy,
to? He might stab you. That's how crazy he is. I wouldn't fight that guy.
Psychologists should be watching this dude and saying like, yo, this guy is textbook narcissist, fucking everything in the DSM, bro. This guy,
he's a cult leader, bro.
This guy is so crazy.
What's crazy? Sorry, my bad.
No. The fact that, because how this whole story started off and how this whole debacle started was Diego Sanchez was supposed to fight Donald Cerrone this weekend. He was supposed to be the co-main, and the fight got pulled because, well, one of the reasons why the fight got pulled is because he goes into, yeah, bro, this is fucking great.
Keep talking. Yeah.
The reason why his name started popping up in the news is because the UFC commentary team, they like to interview all the fighters. And this dude comes in, he makes Stephan Bonner film this whole situation, and he starts yelling and berating the UFC fight team, or the way he falls, And he berates the whole UFC commentary team and says, look, you guys have to stop being so biased in your commentary against Diego Sanchez. Let's just call it fair. And then he also always brings himself up. He is, dude, this guy, he's like, you're taking credit away from me. And then it slowly starts from being Diego, and it begins to be a conversation about me. The man is crazy. This man must be stopped. So instead of calling out Keith Peterson, I'm calling out you, Joshua Labia.
Nick, okay? Call out. Next segment, call out. Go ahead.
I'm calling your little short ass. Okay. That was good, huh? Because I'm 5'6" sometimes.
And Nick's known about his body size this whole time.
Yeah. I've been this height since high school, bro. Since high school, dog. That's at least 10 years, yo. All right. So I'm coming for you, Joshua Labia. And that's your new fucking nickname because you're a fucking asshole.
And Nick is going to jack you off too.
I'm going to jack you off too. And I bet that might be pretty cool for both of us.
You know what's crazy too?
What? Clip
like,
that.
I think he's like a cult leader, bro. You know who also was a cult leader and who was also like 5 feet tall and made people just believe everything he said and made people do what he said?
Don't say Ido Portal.
Charles Manson.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
That was out of the MMA realm. Got it.
Ido Portal is way more legit than this fucking guy. At least he has his own business and shit.
But the whole thing, like with that too, like when he's talking he's like, you got to keep it more biased. It's like, bro, they're just. I think Angela Hill says it. They're just saying what they see. Like they're saying exactly what they see in there. And then he's like getting mad that they're like talking about, oh my God, if Diego takes more of those hits, he's going to be done. He's like, but when you look at him, he's perfectly fine. So I don't understand. It's like, bitch, that's not what they're seeing is him getting the fucking shit kicked out of him.
He's the only one saying that. He's the only one saying
he's the only one seeing that he's okay. Fine. Yeah, it's like, bro, and then he's like talking shit. He was mad because of the commentary team. Like, I think it was Dominic Cruz and DC and even Paul Felder's like, we didn't call his last fight. Like, that's them. Like, you're over here talking all this shit to us. Paul Felder made me such more of a fan watching that video, bro. Because
he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Right when Joshua started, Paul Felder said something, and then the whole time you just see Paul Felder like this.
Yeah.
And then right after he's like, look, I didn't sign up for your lecture class. He's like, I'm out then. It's like, bitch, you Paul fella beat the fuck out you if you don't get the fuck out that room.
So just
Sorry for cursing.
No, you're good. Just to sum all this up,
Fucking
the
idiot,
dude's
Joshua
crazy.
Labia.
Like you guys said, just the fact that he walked into a fight, like a production meeting, and just the fact this guy films everything he does. Yeah. When he like gets
for documentation,
when he gets into altercations and starts filming things, like such obviously that moment, like he thought that would make him look good. It just made him look worse. Even the part when he started filming, when the Nick, we were talking about this earlier, when the commission, he was teaching. They heard stories about like their coach or / manager Joshua Labia talking about basically like a death choke that he was teaching Diego. So the commission had to step in because they thought he was trying to kill someone in the cage. And then he starts filming it, and then not Herb Dean, but the other.
Mark
like,
Smith, I think.
Mark was like, bro,
he's like, hey, turn it off, bro.
Like, what are you doing? Like, this guy is crazy, and we'd love to have him as our next guest on our next show.
Yeah. So guys, tag Joshua Labia in our stuff. I mean Fabia in our stuff to make sure that he gets on our show. And then because no one gives him the platform to talk about the real stuff. And I feel like we out here, we will be your unbiased commentary team.
I'm gonna be like this the whole
looking
time.
for Joshua Labia, we will serve you. And
cut to us next week, just being a bunch of yes men. Oh my god, we really love your stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry for everything I said,
amazing,
bro.
Your OnlyFans is great.
Guys, moving on. So, unfortunately for Diego Sanchez, it's really sad to see him go in the UFC. The guy's a legend, first Ultimate Fighter. But hopefully, I don't know, something happens that where he just finally realizes that this guy's just ruining his career and his life. But I hope he does at some point.
He ruined his career. He literally ended his career.
Diego Sanchez, man, he's got to get away from him. And I'll coach you. No, I won't.
Hey, shout out to UFC though, because they love Diego so much. They paid him. They paid him everything, as if he even won too. So
and Dana White was like, "Yo, bro, this is fucked up. Like, this guy's a piece of shit. This guy Joshua Labia is a piece of shit, and he's ruining my relationship with fucking Diego Sanchez."
Yeah, man, it's wild. Really quick, guys, we got some Twitter news. We got some more of a matchmaking thing, but John's versus Francis Ngannou on Twitter. John is really pushing it. I mean, he's also been posting a lot of videos of him bulking up, looking really quick for a heavyweight. He's really trying to promote this fight to get the Francis fight. I think in fear because those deals didn't go through for a $30 million fight purse. And I think the UFC is probably going to lean more towards a D. Lewis Ngannou. So I think John right now is really stretching to get his name pushed in there and get the fans behind it. What do you guys think, really quick, about who is Francis' next fight? Based on everything that's been building up since he won the title, I know what we want, but what do you think is actually going to play out? We'll start with you, Alex, really quick.
I think it's going to be Derek Lewis. I don't know if you know, but Jones left his management team that he's been with his whole entire career.
Kawi, what's his name? Kawi.
Yeah,
I always forget that guy's name.
So I'm thinking, his manager made a comment said it had nothing to do with like the Ngannou negotiations and shit. I still kind of feel like it did, though.
It always does, bro.
Yeah,
it always does.
So I think now that he's by himself, he's representing himself. Probably, I don't know. He's trying to go hard for that fight, but I think honestly, let them do a Derek Lewis fight first. I mean, all of us, we're all huge Derek Lewis fans, but I don't think he wins that fight. I think Ngannou wins that fight. So I mean, that just makes it better for.
Wow, turn your back already.
Turn your back, on that boy.
I want D. Lewis to win, but it's just like the athleticism in that fight is going to be the difference. I think. I think if he beats Derek Lewis, it just makes the fight even bigger, right? Ngannou's defended the title. But John Jones.
If he loses, then you have an automatic trilogy, and John sits out.
No, you don't. I don't think so, because that would be Ngannou's first defense, and if he loses it, I mean, you can't really it's not like he was like this crazy champion. So I think Jones can step in whenever he wants, but I don't know. I would be happy to see Jones fight him, but I'm not mad at the Derek Lewis fight because I would want Derek Lewis to win. That would be imagine Derek Lewis the champion, bro. Like that would be so fucking sick.
Nick, I know you probably are pushing for that. You probably like the John Jones and Ngannou. It's a great fight, but what do you think the UFC actually does based on all this information and the money, the kind of the timing when they want him to fight? What do you think?
I think John Jones is such a wild card that to think that he's going to fight him next is probably the least likely thing. Yeah. It's probably going to be Derek Lewis, because Derek Lewis is like, he's going on interviews saying, yeah, I want the fight. Yeah. Let's do it. I think we're fighting next. And I'm sure Francis probably just wants to fight too. And if I'm John Jones, I'd probably hold out a little bit longer if he's trying to get a bigger payday. But it seems like I don't know, man.
Yeah, letting Gane build his name even more.
Yeah, but it seems like I just can't get a read on Jon Jones, man. Like, I really don't understand what he's trying to do. Yeah, I'm sure he's trying to get more money, but like 30 million is like the number that they kept saying. So I think it's really hard for me to think that he gets paid 30 mil in his next fight, even though, you know, he probably deserves something close to it, but 30 mil is just like crazy. That's nuts. That's Jake Paul money, dude. You know what I mean? Shit.
Yeah, and just to give our audience a little bit of a little taste of the Twitter beef, I believe John started it, and then Jones said, "Pray you knock me out, because if you don't, I'm going to break you, and that's a promise." And Francis said, "Please don't make me laugh." Yawn emoji. When was the last time you break somebody? You're a decision fighter, Johnny Bones, and you've barely won a fight lately, but you're going to break me out? And then John goes,
"You gonna break me out?"
John said, decision fighter, carried the record for most submissions lightweight heavyweight division for many years, my friend. You are what we call a one-trick pony. Seems racial, just saying. Every champion I've ever faced punched hard. I see right through you. I'd rather be a decision fighter than last 2 rounds. Ooh. And Jones basically like, hey, if you want to talk trash to me, you better keep up. Everyone goes quiet. But then, honestly, Jon Jones started the whole altercation, so I have no idea why he said that. It's so weird. It is weird seeing Francis, though, talk shit. It's just, I can't imagine him, because, like, he's just such a nice guy.
It's still pretty nice.
It's still pretty nice. Yeah, it's still
pretty tame.
He uses emojis, like fun kid emojis. It's great.
Yeah, yawn emojis. Like, come on, please, Jon Jones. I don't want to hear this shit.
All right, guys. The last piece of news. We mentioned it earlier. Zhabit considering retirement after being taken off the UFC rankings. I don't even know the full story about this, but I didn't realize he was taken off the rankings. I'm assuming that's because he's been sitting out. And do you think that retirement is more of a leveraging tool, or do we actually see him, as he's claimed, that he's just kind of tired of fighting? What do you guys think? Nick, we'll start with you.
I saw a couple reports that he has like a diaphragmatic issue or something like that, so he can't like really breathe that well.
I don't know what that is. His diaphragm's broken?
Yeah, diaphragm busted, bro. So at this point in time, if he weren't, it sucks because I want to see him fight, but he hasn't fought in so long. If he doesn't fight, it's just like
what is so long? How long has he been gone?
Calvin Kattar in 2019.
2019.
Really? 2019?
And especially with how many killers are in the 145 division, the featherweight division. It's like, man, if he decides to step away because of injuries and he has no like love for the game, I say, dude, just step away, bro. Like, fuck that.
I say it takes one more fight. Who do you think we give him at 145? Who just
Yair.
Just Yair,
bro.
They got him.
He has to fight Giga, bro.
Oh, bro.
Nah, I think. At this point in time, he's off the ranking, so it would make sense for Giga to fight him. But I want to see him fight Yair. That was the fight we were all robbed of. You know, I want to see some crazy spinning shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But
Alex,
I don't know.
What do you think? Is it a leverage, or do you think he's really? Are you buying the idea that he's just frustrated? Yeah. What do you think?
I think he's just frustrated, and honestly, I wonder if they're offering him fights and everybody's just turning him down, because he is a hard fight. I mean, he obviously is a really hard fight. His cardio isn't always the best. You can see it in a couple of the fights when it's the third round, the last and final round. He tends to lose that round, I feel like. But I mean, I don't know. I wonder if I'm sure it's on both sides. So I don't really know. I wish I did, but he's really good. I would like to see him fight, and I would like to see him fight Yair, because that fight would be good. But yeah, if he comes back, even him in like the Calvin Kattar rematch would have been cool, because that fight was remember that was short notice and it was supposed to be 5, but Zhabit said he'd only do it if it was changed to 3 rounds, and that's what they did. But I don't know. I was just thinking about this right now too. I say give Calvin Kattar Yair Rodriguez.
Run it back.
Yair is number 3. Calvin Kattar is number 5.
Never mind. Stupid. My bad.
I was like, wait, in my head, I guess they fought. I didn't know.
I was like, did they ever? I don't remember those two people ever fighting.
When you said Yair, I pictured Zhabit, and I was like, yeah, run it back, dude. They should.
Yeah, but no, Calvin Kattar and Zhabit. I'm sorry, Rodriguez and Calvin Kattar would be a cool fight.
Cool. All right, guys, let's get to our quick picks for UFC on ESPN 24 or 26, or is this fight canceled, or is it out pay-per-view? We don't even really know. We don't know because what happened was TJ, I believe, cut himself in training, and the main event with him and Corey Sanhagen was off. Sanhagen, as well as another eyeball fight that would have brought people to watch UFC on ESPN Fight Night, which would be the Joshua Labia's fighter, Diego Sanchez, and Cowboy Cerrone is off as well, which really took off the two big fights that would bring eyes to this. So they now have promoted, I believe, Marina Rodriguez versus Michelle Karate Hottie Watterson to the main event. And because it's very limited information of like what the fights even are.
They're
so
barely promoting it.
Nick had to really dig deep in 14 different websites to piece together a fight card that I don't even know if it's accurate, to be honest with you.
Yeah, honestly.
So for this speculative, we only know one fight really, which is Marina Rodriguez, Michelle Watterson, and the opening fight with Jun Young Park and Tafon Nuchiwaki. So everything in between we're about to say, we don't even know if it's scheduled this Saturday. But
it is though.
Is it?
Because I seen Amanda Rivas posted that she just got to Vegas.
But look,
she just found out. She just found out she was fighting. That's why. She's like, fuck, I got to make weight.
But also, do we know if that's... I just don't know if it's going to happen. Look, even Nick was saying earlier, DC didn't even know what the fight was. And he's calling the card. And don't they usually prep for this? So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll go really quick. We got a little time left. So just do rapid fire this week. We'll start with the main event. Marina Rodriguez versus Michelle Karate Hottie Watterson. Nick, who do you have?
I got Marina Rodriguez.
Really interesting. Okay, yeah. Alex, what do you got?
I got Marina Rodriguez.
And this is why you guys are wrong, is because Michelle Watterson has the experience and she trains with Greg Jackson, and they make champions out there. Except
they also make Joshua Fabias. So,
all right, and that's another way they have X factors. So I'm gonna go with Michelle Karate Hottie Watterson because she can do the splits, and she also gets work done by Dr. Bo Hightower, and he's fantastic.
Random facts.
Co-main event, Neil Magny versus Jeff Neal. I know you guys like this one. You guys are probably a little conflicted, huh? Alex, we'll start with you because you always look to the left.
I'm gonna go Jeff Neal. I think Jeff Neal can get it done. I think the Wonder Boy fight was a little too much for him too soon. I think he needs to take a couple more of these types of fights, and then he can get up there and start winning. But I think he wins. Also, if you put both of their last names together and you put Jeff's first, it's basically Neil Magny's name.
I don't even want to hear Nick's pick. That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. Nick, you better have a really good follow-up because that will eclipse whatever you say.
Dude, do you think I'm gonna be able to follow that? Come on, man. Right when he said it, I was like, what are you talking? Oh my God, he's right.
This guy's a genius. It's like the thing with the numbers.
Guy's a fucking...
It's just numbers and equations all over Alex's head.
Neil versus Magny. Wait, what?
Nick, I know you like
you
Neil.
pick
Nick,
for both of us. Who do you pick?
For real,
I have my pick.
Look, I was originally going to say Jeff Neal, but then I was like, why do I always bet against Neil Magny when he always proves me wrong? He's that, and you've even said that in the past, but it's like it's hard to bet against him because the guy is so consistent, and he just, I think, always adds value to himself after a loss. Like he just.
So you're going Neil Magny.
I'm going Neil Magny.
I'm gonna agree with you, but every time I pick Neil Magny, he loses. So
when you don't pick him, he wins.
Jeff Neal.
When you don't pick him, he wins.
I'm going Jeff Neal.
Wow.
Magny. Jeff Neal Magny.
There you go. Maurice, the tall man, Green versus Marcos Rodrigo de Lima. Nick?
Man.
Say your name, man.
Last time I saw Marcos Rodrigo de Lima, longest name ever,
ADC?
He looked pretty good. He looked very nice. And I'm going to go with him.
All right.
Rodrigo de Lima.
Lift God.
I got Marcos Rodrigo de Lima.
Wow.
Gosh. Didn't Maurice Green just win his last fight?
Yeah, I think Marcos got more tools to win, though. Like
he lost against Greg Hardy, though.
No, Maurice lost to Greg Hardy? This past fight?
No, but he has lost to him. So
hey, man, don't do that thing that people do when Bobby's like, I can't make it. My favorite uncle died. It's like, oh, damn, like 20 years ago. Don't do that thing where you're trying to trick me that Maurice Green just lost. Maurice Green just won. That guy's tall. He, once again, trains with Greg Jackson. His girl's fighting on the main card. He'll be fine. He'll take the win.
Who's his girl?
Michelle Watterson.
Maurice Green's girl?
No, girl isn't like the same gym, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right.
God, this guy.
Stay,
All right, Amanda Hebos versus Angela Lift God Hill. Alex, what do you got?
Honestly, I got
You never bet against her. So you never bet against Angela Hill. You talk more about Angela Hill as a fighter than Amanda Hebos. You talk about your love for Amanda Hebos, but you're always talking about Angela Hill, the fighter. So what?
Every time my boy's conflicted.
Hey,
he's conflicted for
all
this
I'm
one.
gonna say is my life a little different right now, so I can choose Angela Hill. Let's get it.
Hey, let's go.
What does that mean? Leave it down in the comments. My life is a little bit different right now, so I'm going to choose Angela Hill. And keep in mind, if you are an audience member of this show, Alex has talked about Amanda Hebos and his love for her so much, but he said his life's a little different. Leave down in the comments below. Does Alex have a love interest in his life? We don't know. He just sprayed, if you are on audio, mint mouthwash in his
Listerine.
In his hole. Nick, what do you got?
Hole. I got Angela Hill.
You guys are being really weird. I have Amanda Hebos by like a landslide. I mean, you think this girl takes Angela down? I mean, come on, she takes Angela down.
Can I say something real quick? Did you see how Angela Hill stood up to Joshua Labia? Amanda Ribas would never do that. She's too sweet. She is too nice. So therefore, she lacks the killer instinct.
Did you also see
say that to her
Angela
face.
Hill beat up Claudia Gadelia, who also is known for her ground game?
Claudia Gadelia has switched from a ground game to more stand-up fight.
She did say that. She did say that she was going to switch.
So, hey, your face, my face.
Yeah. Dumb right now, bro.
Ben the Dancing Rothwell. There's actually a lot of good fights here. Wow.
You missed
really good
a
fights.
big one though. I mean,
I'm following.
a big one.
No,
you skipped one.
I definitely chose Gillespie over Ferreira. What did you say?
We never even did that fight.
Gillespie.
Gillespie, baby. Let's go.
Gregor Gillespie.
His name is Gillespie, bro.
No, I say Gillespie. Diego Ferreira. What do you got, Alex? Guys, we gotta move faster. Come on.
Gregor. I got Gregor, baby. Let's go.
Three Gregors, please.
Guess what? I got Gregor as well. All right, we got Rothwell versus Lenz. I'm gonna go with Rothwell because I believe an old man needs to get a win and retire. What do you guys say?
Rothwell
because he's hairy.
And he dances well. We got Phil Hawes versus Kyle. Oh, that's a good one. Versus Kyle
Phil
Dawkins.
Hawes, bro. Phil Hawes.
I got
Phil Hawes on
Dawkins.
Whoa, but you're gonna go against the streak of Phil Hawes. I'm gonna go Phil Hawes with Nick.
Dawkins is good.
Yeah, but Phil Hawes is on a streak, so yeah. And then do you guys want to go through the rest of these? Yeah, that's it.
That's good. That's it.
Who knows if those fights are even going to happen?
I know.
don't
We
even.
don't
Who
even
knows
know
if any of these fights?
The UFC did not. They couldn't even put this up on their website, bro. They couldn't even update the fight card. Like this is how little they give a shit
When
about this.
Wikipedia doesn't have it, that means that they don't know where to pull from. They don't know where to find this information. So we'll find out. Maybe they announced that this card's off, and this was a waste of an episode, and we apologize. But enjoy the news and the recap. That was great. Guys, make sure you follow Alex Acosta. Make sure you follow Nick the Ear on all the social medias. Also follow me at Gilbert, and make sure you follow us as a unit, as a team, as a family. We Out Here MMA on Instagram will have updates there. And some of you were asking like, hey, were we going to do a live stream for this fight? Typically, I would say we do live streams for big pay-per-view fights. At this point, I'd say almost all pay-per-views we'll probably do we'll probably do a live stream, and that's where you can kind of join us and have some fun. But I won't say we wouldn't do one for a fight night if maybe one of us was just not doing anything and would just jump on, I don't know, Instagram Live even. We'll see what happens. But guys, we love you so much. Please hit the like button because that helps us a lot. Please, please, please hit the like button. Alex, ask us a question for the day. Go ahead.
When you guys brush your teeth, do you wet the toothbrush first? Or do you put the toothpaste on and then wet the toothbrush?
Nick?
Or do you not wet it at all before you put it on in your mouth? Who knows?
What I do is that my mouth's always wet, so I stay ready.
I
can tell that you big mad. Cause I'm working with things that you big cat. And we be keeping bitches with a big cash.
I like when people do that.
Now you can tell like a big
What move is
that? I smile so big while your big back.